Let's talk.
Giles Brown.
It's the time of the week. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever else you're identifying with on the snooker table, it is the international man of misery, Le Grumps himself.
Hello.
I like yeah. Hey, Michael.
Listen, it's the morning. The world is, I mean, it's just everything is a liberty. Everything is a liberty. I've come on the top road this morning, the motorway, let's call it.
The pay one.
The pay one. It's gone up from €5.10 to €8.50.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's Semana Santa. It's that special holiday.
I nearly swore that.
I know you did, but like Gatto. No, it's because obviously during the holiday period, they know that lots of people from Madrid will be coming down, and therefore, because listen, I mean, you've parked your Ferrari next to my Lamborghini. We're all awash with cash here.
No, but it's just
liberty, isn't it?
Just another liberty. Just another liberty. Anyway, that started me off.
Yeah,
I
got as far as good morning and off you went.
Good morning?
Yeah.
Don't good morning me.
If you want to get involved with today's show, and why wouldn't you?
To contact TRE, please call 952 78 4000. Email studio@tre.radio. Send us a WhatsApp on +34 645 99 67 95. Message us on Facebook, Talk Radio Europe Official, or tweet us at TRE Talk Radio.
So, summer's on the way.
Yeah, I can see.
So you'll be getting out there. People will be phoning you up to say, "How are you doing? Oh, why don't we go for a peramble on these warm summer evenings?"
Listen, let's get this right. Don't phone me in the evening for a chat. Don't phone me at 8, 9. Well, 8 o'clock is all right. Don't phone me at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. For a chat, because you've got nothing else to do, unless you really, really are concerned about my well-being, right? By that time, 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'm sitting down with Patty. We're knee-deep in Yellowstone, or whatever series we're watching, or whatever murder mystery, but that's our time. If someone phones me up, then that takes Patty out the frame for watching it, because she's got to wait until I've finished on the phone. Unless it's urgent.
Yeah.
Right, and I mean urgent. I mean, Patty happens to be the president of 2 communities, right? And someone will phone up at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I've got a leak in the bathroom. Patty will go, yeah?
Congratulations!
Well done.
I've got a Swede in the kitchen.
Yeah, pretty good. Will be good. No, but what I'm saying is, and I get a bit like wound up, and I'm sitting there going, "What do they want you to do? Like get your plumber's outfit on and jump in the car?"
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's very nice of people to phone up if they're caring, or there's something that is very, very important. But just to phone up because like you're in a traffic jam. Or
I'm bored. I thought I'm bored,
right? Or you're at home and your wife's watching a film or a show that you don't want to watch. Don't phone me and spoil my evening. Speak to me during the day. I've got nothing to do. Not my sitting down. Well, mind you, all the time's my sitting down time.
But you've got the lovely chair. You've got the chair.
I've got the chair.
I'm just trying to think. Do you remember back in the day? Because we used to have our phone at the house on a telephone table in the hallway.
Oh yeah, that's it.
With a pull-out, and you use a little seat built into the unit, and a pull-out drawer for the.
Listen, I'm on my mobile. I'm on my in between the adverts.
Yeah.
The adverts come, and I'm on my phone. I'm looking to see if anyone's messaged me, even though I know it's going to beep. If Patty's outside on the terrace having a cigarette, right, and the programmes which we're watching is coming back on again, I text her.
I'm just trying to think, because I mean, obviously back in the day, if you were watching the Waltons or the Generation Game, left a bit right, a bit fire, and somebody called, there wasn't a catch-up service, it'd gone, hadn't it?
That's right. So, but listen, it just annoys me that people. I'm more annoyed about the ones that phone Patty up to tell them about the car park or the aerial's not working, or they've lost channel 7,
Which is obviously something you need to recognise.
They've got security guards. They've got people in a hut down there. Phone them. They know more about it than we do. Anyway, if you want to phone me, I don't.
Don't, right.
Okay, here's a good one.
Go on.
So I have to go to see a neurologist for one of my
things.
So we've got an appointment at 1:00. We get there at 1:50, and you have to go in, and it's a private job, thank goodness, and we have to go in, and there's a machine that you put your Sanitas card and other health
services are available, yeah.
And then something happens, and that tells them we think that you're there. But all it does is gives you a ticket to get to see the receptionist, who's now going to give you another ticket to go and see the doctor. There's three receptionists. There's three receptionists there. Two are chatting to somebody else. One's seeing a client, and there's about, I don't know, looks like about 100, but it's not, people sitting waiting. And there's a big, looks like a television screen, and it goes ba-ding, ba-ding, and all different numbers come up. And we're sitting there, and we're sitting there, and we're sitting there, and I'm not very patient with all these things.
Really? You surprised me.
And I say to Patty that I'm going to go out and see what's going on. No, they know. The thing is, they know you're here. I said, but it's getting later. No, but they know you're here because you've been into the first machine. Anyway, 40 minutes later, we go in to see the doctor. Doctor's gone home. Our appointment was 1. This is now nearly 20 past, 1:30.
Right.
The doctor's gone.
Didn't anybody stick their head up there and go,
No.
Senor!
No,
right.
this is where it gets interesting. So we fight. I'm now screaming the place down, as you can imagine, telling everybody that it doesn't work. I'm doing it in English. Patty's doing it in Spanish. There's multiple shrugs going on everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's a great band.
When we've gone down to where the doctor is, the nurses have all told us this system doesn't work. We know it doesn't work. Please complain. Right. So this is the madness. It's like. Everybody knows this system doesn't work. And what we found out is the machine that you go in to see first is not to register that you're there and to tell the doctor that you're there. It just tells the receptionist that you're there. It doesn't go any further than that. And the reason why the doctor can't come out and say, is Michael Senker here? Is because data protection. You can't walk out now with a clipboard with somebody's name on it where anybody can see, right, and say somebody's name because you are inferring that person might be ill and you're giving away data protection.
What would they be doing if they weren't?
Well, I know that, but don't shoot the messenger.
I'm not shooting the messenger, but that's just
So what's happened is that thing there.
Yeah.
The only thing it does is to take over from a clipboard, so that they come out and say number MS2734 instead of Michael Senker. So your data protection is protected. I don't know who it's protected from. Right, and nobody cares. In fact, it would be so much quicker if they went back to the clipboard.
Couldn't the receptionist look up and go, there you are?
No, it's got to be done with this. Everything's got to be done with a ticket.
I've had,
and it's all data protection. Everything is to do with data protection. And the fact of the matter is, I actually don't care about data protection. I mean, from the criminal point of view, obviously, but I don't care if the bloke next to me knows that I've got to see a doctor. We've all got to see doctors. That's why we're there.
Exactly.
It's hospital.
Yeah. You're not going to go, excuse me, I'd like some advice on the tourist attractions around here.
No, but it's nobody cares about it. This machine does not work. The theory of the theory works, but the system does not work.
But they don't care, because if they can put a bright, shiny thing, I only have to look at I only have to get to think about the apps and stuff. If they got a bright, shiny thing, then they will absolutely love it and put it in without thinking. We go to the lines. We've got somebody probably asking for a hospital appointment. Oh, good morning, caller. What is your... What would you like to say to the International Man of Misery?
Just a quick question. Michael from Estepola. Just a question. Are you talking about the British Health Service?
No, we're talking about the Spanish.
Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Because I live in Spain.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Take care. Thank you for the call in. Yeah, we're talking Spanish grumps.
Yeah.
English grumps will be available later when you've paid your community charge for that huge car you had in outside the Ritz.
Pardon? Oh, what happened to that?
Yeah.
That's ongoing. That's ongoing.
For those who don't know, listeners, right, they gave Michael a beast of a car, 17 foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
So I got the invoice for the £1,200 invoice for the scratches, right? And then I got the letter from them saying, no, there were no scratches.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't owe us anything. Then I got a £132 invoice for not paying a congestion charge.
You're just a menace on the road.
Right, which I then sent them the photograph of the invoice, which I paid, and the bank statement, and the form from London.
The transfer for London.
I got the receipt for paying the bill, and then I got a letter from them after that saying, "Oh, sorry, no problem. I'm afraid I've got it here. Don't worry about that. You don't owe it. It's been paid." And then yesterday I got an invoice again for another £132 for the same thing. Yeah. Saying that I owed them £132 again, and if I don't pay it, they're going to put
a cease and desist or Interpol.
They're going to send money collectors around.
That'll be fun. They'll enjoy that.
Yeah, so
anyway,
it's ongoing. I've sent them a photograph of I've sent a photograph of the email saying that I don't owe the money.
Yeah,
and then sent them the photograph of the receipt showing that I paid the money, and I'll just let all the different bits, because not one of the departments is the same. I keep getting emails from different departments.
Well, at least you get popular. So, morning, caller. What's your point for the International Man of Misery?
Yeah, hi. It's John.
John, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Just on this thing about the notices at the hospital. A couple of days ago, I went for the second time. I went to the new hospital, or new part of the hospital, Costa del Sol Hospital. And they actually put the numbers up on the board, the weird and wonderful things. But if you didn't actually answer, they came out and called out your name.
I think you should take down a bingo card and just shout "house" every now and again, just to keep them occupied.
Well, did you say someone called out your name?
Oh yeah, if you didn't answer to like the ABC XY on the board, they just came out and said John Carrington.
Right, but where I went, which wasn't the Costa del Sol. Listen, they might be making it up. I have to, that might be somebody's version of the truth. And I also think that in the National Health Hospital, I was, they turn around, they just churn them through, and we worry about data protection afterwards.
I was in the way,
but that was I can only say the reason they gave us. We were flabbergasted because it actually makes no sense, but also makes sense, if you know what I mean. Why else would you do it? Why else would you give someone a number just to get to the reception desk?
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, the one at the hospital, of course, you put your card in, and it actually you can't do it before an hour before the appointment. But it actually then comes out and says you've got an appointment in room whatever. In 20 minutes' time.
I know when I used to go to the local doctor, she just opened the door, stand in the door, shout the names out, which works fine.
Exactly. Right. Thank you for the.
I mean,
it'd be worse. I could understand if they shouted out,
careful now,
Fred Smith. Whatever you might have, and shout out the ailment
for your
ointments.
Now you mention it, at the medical centre as well, which I've been to recently. Yeah, they just call the name out. They don't have a posh board or anything. They just call your name.
I just think it's someone in these private clinics. Just another. We must protect our clientele. Well,
Yeah, or as you say, it's just an excuse that you can't really argue against.
Yeah, and of course, you're trying to get past the receptionist at any doctor's.
Right.
It's just,
Okay, guys, I'll let you get on.
Thank you very much.
John.
Going to take a quick break and then back. We've got to get 2 breaks in before the news comes up. So hold your horses.
TRE.
Hospiten Estepona grows and grows for you. Its major expansion includes a new pediatric emergency service, as well as double the capacity for outpatient consultations and hospitalization. Hospiten Estepona, committed to growing with you. Hospiten.com.
Do you still have assets in the UK? How effective are they? Book your place at the Blevensrank seminars to learn more. It's a new era in the UK with pension and tax reforms. Our seminars explore the challenges and options for keeping UK assets and other tax, succession and financial planning issues affecting British expatriates. The Blevensrank seminars are in Marbella and La Vinfuela on the 29th and 30th of April. Book your place today on blevensranks.com.
Is your car automatic? Transmatic are the automatic gearbox specialists on the Costa del Sol. Since 1990, Transmatic have specialised in the repair and servicing of automatic and manual gearboxes. All makes and models from the earliest classics to the latest hybrids. Transmatic undertake other mechanical work by appointment, all with a 1-year guarantee. So book your car in for a check before it's too late. Also, Delia Car Rental by Transmatic, short and long term. Call today, 952 796 166. Or find us online at transmatic.es.
Do you want to know what's happening in the south of Spain? Do you want regular news from a source you can trust? In a recent survey, 8 out of 10 readers on the Costa del Sol said that Soar in English was their favourite English language newspaper. It's easy to see why. Soar in English boasts an international newsroom with dozens of journalists gathering reliable, accurate and balanced information from around Spain, Andalusia and the Costa del Sol. The perfect combination of news and features from and for the international community. Soar in English, linking communities and supporting local businesses for nearly 40 years. Pick up a copy of your favourite read every Friday or read it online at soarinenglish.com.
You're listening to Talk Radio Europe.
Let's Talk is brought to you by Giles Prosperity. Let Giles Prosperity make the most of your money whilst you enjoy your new life in the sun. GilesProsperity.com.
Let's Talk. Giles Brown.
Enjoying his new life in the sun is the International Man of Misery.
Yeah. So anyway, finished with that.
Yeah.
As I said, it's ridiculous when you go up to the people in charge and you say to them, "This system does not work," and they look at you and they go, "Yeah, I know." But so then, why are you using it? You're using it on the pretense that you're protecting me. All you're doing is causing me a problem. Get rid of it. Get back to the clipboard. Get 3 or 4 receptionists to answer the phone get another 3 or 4 instead of the 3 that you got. Get 10.
Because 6 of those will be chatting and 2 will be out for coffee.
There's always them chatting to other people who work in the hospital. Anyway, that's that. I've got a question for you.
Go on then.
How many mates of Trump do you reckon went short on shares when a little bit before the...
How dare you throw aspersions at he's just a boy, you know.
And how come Elon Musk's Tesla shares rose 24%?
Yeah, 24%.
On the day he announced that he was postponing...
Who knows?
I know there would never be any insider trading or anything like that. I mean, that, God forbid, that would never happen. But don't you think his little team must have made a little profit knowing what was going on?
You think shorting the markets was and then saying, okay, I was just kidding for 9 days, and then shorting it again? Nah, wouldn't say that.
Well, you don't know what goes on, but...
He did put it on truth, yeah.
If you wield in that sort of power where you can make these things... your advisor is sitting next to you and you say, what do you reckon if I put these tariffs on?
Tariffs is called.
If you put these tariffs on, do you reckon it will affect the stock market? No.
What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
What do you mean? Do you think share prices might drop? Well, I don't know. Hold on a minute. I happen to have like £20 billion worth of dollars worth of those shares. Just give us a half out, and then I tell you what would be a great idea is in a week's time you turn around and go, not really.
There, fooled you. Can you imagine me saying,
Not really.
Not really.
I just think it's all, I mean, it's all a little bit suspicious. And I'm a great fan of Warren Buffett.
Got all his albums.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the press buffet.
And he cashed in, I think I might be wrong, I think the number was $340 billion worth of shares and just stuck the money back in cash until everything settled down. 340 billion.
Yeah.
Right. Warren Buffett is like the one man who I actually respect in the American trade thing. He likes a Coca-Cola every day, has his Coca-Cola in his McDonald's every day.
Does he?
Yeah. He's a very generous person. Looks after his city where he lives, Omaha. Or is it city or? Looks after all the...
he could look after the whole state, basically. Yeah.
All the hospitals, and he's a great, very charitable...
He's a philanthropist.
And yes. They collect stamps as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And one of the other things that he does is he will not invest in anything he doesn't understand. I mean,
that makes sense.
If you read... when you hear him talk about Bitcoin, it's like... Well, why would anybody buy Bitcoin after listening to him? Anyway, no, so he's very good. So I just think there might have been a little bit of skullduggery with the Trump organisation and pals.
Well,
so,
I mean...
And the other thing which is interesting...
Yes.
Like, in every Trump tower and hotel or building, there's a gift shop.
Is there?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And in these gift shops, they sell caps and mugs and things, right?
Yes.
And guess where most of it is made?
Well, my mate bought me a T-shirt back from Washington, and that was made in Honduras.
Right. Well, most of Trump stuff is made in China.
Of course, it is.
So, if you feel so strongly about it, why don't you have it made in America? Why don't you have all your MAGA stuff made in America?
Because they won't work for $6 an hour, and as David LaChapelle says, we want to wear Nike, not make them.
No, but it's just everything is so hypocritical, so ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand politics. Everybody knows that, just by the way I rant on about it. But surely if an idiot like me knows it's not right, someone else should be turning around saying, then all this is only going to cost American people more. Who's it going to hurt?
Well, we're all going to get hurt when everything sort of shuts down and we have to grow our own, I don't know, iPhones or something. But the problem is, we can't get away from it, can we? This is the problem. I wanted to have a little sit down, have a lovely lunch yesterday, and I got cornered because I do another show. And they were getting their opinion, they're getting their viewpoint over to me. And I'm like, guys, I just want to have a nice, I just want to enjoy the hummus. You can't do that.
I didn't know you could dance the hummus.
I can dance hummus. I can. You should see my falafel of an evening.
No, thank you.
That would get me straight in. Straight to the hospital. We'll reel him through. Right, we've got a minute and a half.
The last thing is I enjoy a bit of Instagram, looking through things, and a bit of Facebook, just looking at comedy and shows and comedians and all these things. But just lately, nothing's got an ending. I start watching something, and I was watching a magic trick the other day.
Right, okay.
The fool that I am.
Kick on, yeah.
Right? And of course, it was like go into comments to see part 2.
Oh,
so I go into comments and I click on this thing, and I get sent out into the ozone layer. I'm wandering about aimlessly in space like a blind man without his guide dog. Right? I just why? What's happened? Why can't it just? I don't mind looking at an advert, put a little advert in between, but if you're going to give me a joke or something, anything, and I need the punchline on the same reel.
Right then.
Or don't make it a punchline. You disappear into the
5 seconds.
ether.
4, 3.
Okay, I'm going home.